Hi all, in this session we are going to implement one project. This project is purely related to infrastructure. The agenda of this project is to create high available architecture for an web application with the help of the load balancer. Whatever the traffic coming towards the application, with the help of the load balancer, you are going to distribute the traffic among healthy service instances. That is nothing but virtual machines. How this can be done? Everything we are going to discuss in detail, and I am going to show it to you in a practical manner as well. Here let us assume the scenario. You are working for a client, the Ransom Enterprise Corporation. The client wants to deploy a web application in a highly available environment so that only healthy instances will be serving the traffic to end users. Means if you are creating the application will be highly available, then the end users are not facing any downtime. They have decided, means the client have decided to work on an Azure public load balancer in order to implement this functionality. Then what the client will do, he will reach out to the cloud team who is working on their environment. Then the cloud team is going to define the entire architecture using the load balancer and its backend pool. Once that's in place, they intend to create the front-end IP and health probe along with virtual machines in order to host their applications. Here, whatever the things which are required in order to host the application, the entire platform will be created by the DevOps team only. Regarding security, regarding load balancer, regarding virtual machine, everything will be taken care by the cloud team only. This is purely your responsibility only. Okay guys, let us understand in detail by seeing the architectural diagram of project workflow. Here I'm going to take the screen marker guys. So in order to make, okay, yes, here if any end user wants to access your application which has been deployed on top of virtual machines, what he will do, he is from external world. With the help of the client machine, he will try to access the application. Initially he will be triggered to the load balancer. From load balancer he will be reached to the VMs, either the VM1 or VM2 based on the subject to the availability. So load balancer is going to distribute the load across the backend pool. Here for the reference purpose, I just show only two missions, but in the real-time project, based on the application, we are going to make multiple VMs in the backend pool. And from load balancer, the traffic will be distributed among the backend pool. This is the backend pool. Okay, guys, and I just want to implement the same thing. I am going to show to each and everything, guys. So here, minimize it, calm down. Here, what is the expected deliverables or prerequisites in order to make this? First of all, I need to create the resource group, and in that resource group I am going to create two VMs in the same region, same network, same resource group, and should be in the same availability set. I need to install IIS on both the VMs, and I need to design the HTML page for both the VMs, detach the VMs with the public IP, deploy a load balancer, add the two VMs inside the load balancer, set up the health prop for VM's health checkup, and I need to set inbound and outbound rules inside of load balancer, and finally I need to verify whether the load balancer is correctly working or not. These are all things I need to perform. Okay guys, so quickly I am going to log into the Azure portal. Here I am going to check whether I have any existing resource groups are there or not. Right now I don't have any. I am going to create one resource group. The name of the resource group is RG1. I am going to choose the Japan West. Just click on create. It is going to create the resource group with the name RG1 in the region Japan West. Once it has been created, I am going to create virtual machines. How many VMs I need to create? Two VMs, because of it is a highly available application. Even though one of the VM is going to down, it is not going to impact the application which has been running, because of by using the another VM we can be able to serve the traffic. Here click on create Azure virtual machine. Here resource group I am going to choose RG1. Here I am going to choose the name VM1 and Japan West. Okay, availability zone, O infrastructure redundancy required, standard. The image which I am going to choose is Windows 2019. That will fulfill my requirement. And here I am going to choose, okay, Instead of choosing one CPU, I'm going to choose two CPUs in order to make the lab fast. And here I'm going to set username devtester928. Here I'm going to set the password. No, I had made mistake, so that's why the green tick mark doesn't appear. Right now it will appear. So here I'm going to allow the ports HTTP, HTTPS and RDP by default because of it is a Windows Remote Desktop Protocol. If I am not enable this 3389, then I cannot be able to RDP the mission. Okay guys, and come to disk without doing anything. Just click on review plus create. It is going to create. Oh, one more thing guys, here we missed one thing. I'm going to show to you guys. So here we need to create this mission in the availability set. Here we just missed that availability option. Here I'm going to create one availability set. The availability set I have right now, did I have any availability set? No. I'm going to create one new availability set. Here AVS availability set 1. Here I'm going to mention the default domain is 2 and update domain is 3. Just click on OK. Here yes, AVS has been selected. Review plus create. Here why we are choosing availability set, in order to make the mission will be ready even though one of the mission has been failed in the same data center. Just click on create. Duplicate. So it is going to create the VM1 in the region Japan West in the availability set AVS1. Here in the similar way I need to create one more VM. Here click on virtual mission, click on create. Here I am going to choose the resource group as RG1. The VM2 I am going to name as VM2 because of the two missions didn't have the same name. If you set for two missions as the same name, it is not going to accept. Okay, availability zone availability set. Here availability set AVS1 and set the security type standard and image 2009. That's fine. Here 2 VCPs. Okay, that will fulfill requirement. The username I am going to set is devtester928. Here I am going to set password for the VM. Here I am going to allow the ports HTTP and HTTPS and click on next. In networking I need to create the VM2 in the same network where the VM1 has been created. So for that purpose what I have, VM1 VNet and subnet is okay, and here VM2 IP okay, public IP is okay. Let me check which VNet it is in. So go to VM1, go to network settings. Let me check VM1 is in which VNet. Virtual network VM1 VNet. Okay. Here I am going to choose VM1 VNet. Okay, fine. Subnet, it is in the default subnet, I hope. Yes, default subnet only. So here I'm going to choose the default subnet only, and the public IP is VM2 public IP. Everything is okay, and the NIC card is okay. Network security group. Here I am going to select the network security as VM1 NSG. Okay, and click on review plus create. Just click on create. Go to material and check. I had successfully created one resource group, and I am going to try to create two VMs in the same region, same network, same resource group, and should be in the same availability set. The third step is not, I need to install the IAS on both the VMs. So let me check. So here I hope the VM1 is currently running. I am going to connect. Click on connect. Download RDB file. Open the file. Click on connect. Pass the password. OK. Click on yes. Here you need to install the IaaS service on both the VMs. How many VMs I have? Two VMs, VM1 and VM2. I am going to install. I am going to close it. Yes. In the similar way, I will also try to connect to the VM2 as well. Just click on connect, connect, download RDB file, open the file, click on connect, pass the password which you had set, click on OK. Just click on yes. Go to VM1 and click on yes, minimize it, close it. So what you will do, go to server manager, here add roles and features. So still it is loading, so it will take some time to get it loaded. Once it has been loaded, so I think it has been loaded, just click on add roles and features and click on next, next, here, next. Here I am going to choose web server IaaS, add features, next, 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 install. So the installation process of IaaS has been initiated in the VM1. In the similar way, we need to initiate the installation of IaaS in VM2 as well. So here right now in VM2, just close it, add roles and features. It is not updated, it will take some time. So just now it has been connected now. So we need to wait until this updation has been gone. So here you will get some one more tab, I hope. The installation process has been already begun in the VM1. So just now I am going to start the installation of IaaS in server 2 as well. Click on add roles and features, click on next, 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 server roles, select IaaS, add features, next, 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 install. Here you are trying to install the IaaS service on both the VMs, VM1 and VM2. And let me check in VM2 it has been completed or not. Close. So once it has been installed, yes, here IaaS is showing here. Means the IaaS service has been successfully installed on this machine. Then what I will do? Go to this PC, C drive, inetpub, www root, here delete all things, create one file, text document. You can create a text document. Name as index dot no index.html. I need to rename it again. Index.html. Here I am going to save. This is web server 1. Okay. File, save as, all files, index.html. Click on OK. Okay. Yes. Click on close. Here it is not the file. Rename something. Okay. Here I am going to save this file as index.html. Yes. Close here. Go to this PC C drive where inetpub and come to here. Here delete this one. Okay, fine. Do the same for web server 2 as well. Here where is the web server 2? Here this is the web server 2 and here the installation process has been successfully completed. Then go to this PC C drive inetpub www root control A delete create new text file name something and edit the file. This is web server 2. Click on file, save as index.html. Okay, and select all files. Save. Close here. Delete the text file by keeping the internet symbol file. Okay, this is the HTML file. Close it. What the further thing we need to done? Come here. Go to the material for your reference. Here we had installed the IS on both the VMs and I had designed that HTML page in both the VMs as well. Here the RDP is done. So what I need to detach the VMs with the public IP address. So I'm going to log into the VM1 overview. Go to network settings. Here go to the network interface. Here where it is. Otherwise come back. Here go to the network security group. No. Here we need to attach the one IP. So here yes. Here you need to click here. Click on it and associate public IP now. Just click on unassociate. Just click on save. Earlier, so I just deassociate the public IP which has been associated with the VM. I am going to do the same for VM2 as well. Click on network settings. Here click on the VM2 NIC card. Here click on the IP config. Here I am going to uncheck it. Save. Without having the public IP, is it possible to RDP the mission? No. Soon the RDP connection will be disconnected. So right now I have the two IP addresses are there because of one IP is for VM1 and the another IP is for VM2. Okay guys, and right now I am going to deploy one load balancer. Here come to home, type load balancer. Just click on create standard load balancer. The resource group I am going to select is RG1 and Sunil IT load balancer. I am going to name as Sunil IT load balancer. I am going to choose the Japan West only. I am going to select the standard and I am going to make the public and it is regional only and click on front end IP. Here I am going to add the front end IP, one of the VM IP address. Here front IP, FIP. FIP is, here I am going to select the public IP. Right now I have the two IP addresses are there. So I am going to choose the VM1 public IP and here none. Just click on save. The front end IP has been attached. Here it needs one IP. So as I already have the two IPs which I had right now, so I'm going to attach one of the IP to this front end IP. Okay, and click on next. Here I need to add the backend pools. So backend pool is nothing but group of missions. BP1, backend pool 1, and virtual network I'm going to choose is VM1, VNet1. So here you are going to add the NICs or you are going to add the IP address. Both you options you have. Here I am going to add NIC. Just click on here. I am going to add the VM1 and VM2 NICs. Click on add and click on save and click on next. Here you need to define the inbound rules for your load balancer. Click on add load balancer inbound rule. Here LB inbound rule 1. I am going to make rule 1 IPv4. The front end IP is FIP and the backend pool is BP1, and here I am going to mention the port number 80. The backend port is also 80. The health probe, I am going to set the health probe 1 TCP 80. For every 10 seconds it is going to check the health of the VM. Save and come down, and ideal time limit is 4 minutes. Okay, leave everything as default. As I told you, the whenever you deassociate the public IP, the RDP connection will be disconnected. Same happen. Just click on save. Okay, and click on next. Here leave about the outbound rules, leave as it is, and click on tags, review plus create. So it is going to validate. Once the validation has been successfully passed, let me check. Just click on create. Then the load balancer will be created soon. What is the name of the load balancer? Sunil ID load balancer, and the front end IP is FIP, and I had assigned the public IP address of VM1 to the front end IP, and still I have one IP address which is readily available with me. That is the second IP address of VM2, and the backend pool name is BP1. In that I had added NICs of two virtual machines, that is VM1 and VM2, and currently the VM1 and VM2 don't have the public IPs associated with them. It only have the private IP address, and the both the VMs in the same region, same availability zone, nothing but same availability set and same resource group, same virtual network. Everything will be same. So for creating load balancer it will take some time. In the meanwhile, we will have a look on deploy load balancer. Add the load balancer to add the two VMs inside the load balancer. We had already added while creating the load balancer. Set up the health probe. As I already set up the health probe. For every 10 seconds, it is going to validate the health of the VM. If any VM health is not good, it is going to trigger a alert. And inbound rules and outbound rules I had already set. And once the VM will be once the load balance has been created, I am going to validate the IP. So go to resource. The Sunil IT LB is successfully running. So if I want to check the same, how that will be done? Just click on overview. Here click on load balancer. Sunil IP load balancer is there. Here what is the front end IP I had given? Go to settings, front end IP configuration. This is the IP. So if I want to access the application, with the help of this IP only I can be able to access the application. Let me check whether it is going to redirect the traffic to the servers or not, backend. Yes, it has been successfully directed traffic to VM server 2. And if you refresh it, if you go into the make the multiple machines, then I will do the another tab. Then let me check. It will be to the second server or the first server. Right now it has been diverted the traffic to the second server. I am going to add the new integrity tab. Because of it is using round robin some kind of methodology, it is uniformly distributing the load among the across servers. Here continue to site. Yes. The first request goes to the web server 1. The second request goes to the web server 1. The first request goes to the web server 2 and the second request goes to the web server 1. So in this way, the load balancer can be able to distribute the traffic among the backend pool servers. Okay guys, and if any of the web server went down, it is not going to impact the service because of the load balancer is going to distribute the traffic to the other VMs which is available in that particular backend pool. Here right now I have only two VMs are there, but in the real-time environment, based on the size of your application, how many VMs you want, we are going to maintain that particular number of VMs in any backend pool. If any one of the server is going to down because of some issue, it is not going to impact the application. The application is highly available. And here the availability option of the VM is availability set. Means when we are going to choose the availability set, if we want to provide the high availability option for our VMs at the data center level, we are going to choose the option availability set. These things we had already discussed in the previous sessions. And yes, okay. And if you want to provide any user about the access, then what you will do? So simply you are going to create the user in the Microsoft Enter ID, like go to users. Here right now default dev tester is the default user. Suppose if you want to create any other user, create new user, user1, user1, auto generate password. No, the password which I am going to choose is here without adding any other properties. I'm just creating the one user. Suppose if I want to provide any user to access all the things, how I will be provided? Go to the resource group. I'm going to provide at the resource group level. Go to RG. Here go to IAM. Here click on add role assignment. Here I'm going to select the privileged administrator role, that is contributor. Click on next, and member I'm going to select user1. Okay, just click on select, review plus assign. So the user1 can be able to access the all the resources which has been created inside of this resource group. In this way, the cloud team will be able to provide the required infrastructure to the client. Here calm down, go to the load balancer. Suppose if you are going to down one virtual machine, let me check what will happen. You are going to down the VM2. Here what you will do, you are going to stop. So even though the virtual machine VM2 has been stopped, is it going to impact the application which is going to run on top of the virtual machines? No. Still you will be able to access the application. How? Yes, refresh it. Refresh it. How many times you refresh? It is going to redirect the traffic to the server 1 only because of the server 2 is not available. Here go to any new integrity tab. It is going to server 1 only. Why? The server 2 is not available. So in order to show that, I just make this as sentences. This is web server 1 or this is web server 2. Because of you need to understand na, for which right now the which server is going to serve my request. So for that purpose, I just make this. But in the real time scenario, you don't need to mention like this because of you are hosting some kind of application. The application will be visible to the end users, not the web server 1, not the web server 2, not like this. So simply the end user didn't know which web server is going to serve your request. He just want to access the application without having any issue. The client requirement is also like that only. Whatever the issue happen, the application not going to down anymore. Means he is not tolerating any downtime for the application. In that scenario, we are going to make the application highly available. So that's why we are choosing the option. What option? Cloud. Because of in order to make the my application very highly available to the end users. So this is about the project, guys, and I hope you guys understood the session. So once you completed the session, do one thing, just go to the resource group which you had created and delete the resource group. Otherwise, you are going to charge lot and lot by the Azure. Delete. Okay, guys, thank you so much, guys, for your interest and for supporting me. And I'm going to provide such kind of beautiful stuff over the next session. Will be posted soon. And thank you for your interest, guys, and please subscribe my channel. And if you are interested or if you love my videos, just please put me in the comment section what are the comments you have. And if you have any queries, please put in the comment section. Accordingly, I will revert those queries whenever I'm freely available. And okay, guys, then I will meet up you in the next session with a new topic. Until signing off, thank you, bye bye.